A section of MPs now want Parliament to pass a law that will allow the country to delay the polls, as Paul Kirobi now reports.
A section of lawmakers drawn from Mount Kenya region have supported the plot to postpone next year's general election. A group of MPs are plotting to postpone next year's general election and are preparing to petition the High Court to postpone the election date to give the IEBC adequate time to conduct boundary delimitation.
According to the current constitution, those constituencies should not field a candidate in 2022. And that's what is worrying us, those who are affected. I'm one of them. And we are coming together to discuss how we will be able, either through IEBC, regazetting them and saying, now we can continue.
The MP says their move is meant to avert a constitutional crisis by going into an election with electoral units that are illegal. But former Majority Leader Aden Duale has opposed calls to postpone the August 2022 polls, noting that the Kenyan Constitution under Article 259 is clear on election dates.
If you are not prepared, particularly to face the candidature of William Samoei Ruto, do not look for an excuse. Nobody can postpone the elections, including President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Duale's sentiments come just days after the African Court on Human Rights in Arusha gave countries the green light to postpone elections if they are hard pressed by the COVID-19 pandemic. The court, however, ruled that any government that wants to postpone elections must do so using the laws in its country. This means that if a country's laws does not provide for postponement, lawmakers must come up with regulations to define and govern the process.
Kenya cannot postpone an election because a court sitting in Arusha said it is okay to postpone an election. Kenya can only postpone an election under circumstances where it is demonstrable to the Kenyan public and advice from health professionals that we cannot sustain our war against COVID.
I will defend the constitution of this Kenya. Now our constitution clearly states how elections should be conducted in this country. Mimi nitauliza wao waangalie, waambie wananchi vile waliaga na wakaapa ya kwamba watalinda hiyo katiba. Waendelee hivyo hivyo.
The Independent Electoral Boundary Commission IEBC is already preparing for the 2022 elections. Paul Kirobi, TV47, Nairobi.
Still on matters politics.